Hello everyone, welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online. Let's do this Sweetroll thing here.
Are you talking to me?
Hang on, Associates? Weird. Did you receive a threatening Sweetroll recently?
Why in the world would you ask me about that? I'm just a beggar, I beg. Spare some gold? Look, you better not try anything. There are guards everywhere.
I'm just trying to help.
What did I do wrong? People are supposed to ignore beggars. Just walk on by like they don't exist. But not you. Oh, you want to help.
Did you receive a Sweetroll with a note inside it or not?
Will you just go away and leave me alone? I don't want any trouble. But if you must know, yes, I received one of those terrible predictions. Are you happy now?
Why are you getting so upset about a few simple questions?
Because... Oh, never mind. I'm going to get in so much trouble for this. Look, you stay here and look for another beggar to bother. I'm going someplace else. Now leave me alone, or you're going to regret it.
Wait, hold on.
Don't you dare follow me. I've got some apples and I know how to use them.
Wow, that's interesting. I'm curious. Oh, range, huh? Alright, let's get closer.
I found the Sweetroll killer, Commander. Help!
I don't think this is what Raz meant when he said, be discreet.
Raz?
Raz is thinking this spy business might not work out for the Lady Elf. At the first sign of trouble, she lights herself on fire, screams at the top of her lungs, and runs in circles. Raz does not remember that technique in the handbook.
What's going on here, Raz?
The work of the Queen's eyes, that's what's going on here. That business with Captain Apinia wrapped up so quickly, Raz decided to look into another matter before heading home. Turns out, this other matter has eluded Raz for many years.
And what matter is that?
The locals call him the Sweetroll Killer, yes? Much better than our term. The one who predicts your death and then stabs you in the face. Raz sees that you're looking into this as well. Perhaps we can exchange notes, help each other out.
Oh, what do you suggest?
The Rat Master has ears everywhere. And who knows who our stabby-faced killer is? Don't want to give away our plans before we formulate them, yes? Raz suggests we go somewhere more private, once you finish your investigation.
Oh, where should I meet you?
Raz and Lady Elf will meet you in our safe house after you finish your tasks. We've commandeered the Enchanter's shop. Not the most luxurious hiding place, but this one has had worse. We're going to have a glorious adventure, just like old times.
Just like old times. Sounds good.
Wait, you two know each other? This is so embarrassing.
Oh, okay. What do you have to say?
Not you two. Can't you people just leave me alone? I come out here to think, and all I get is suspicious glances and unfounded accusations.
Accusations? Is this about the Sweetroll you received?
You know I'm a baker, correct? So who else could be the Sweetroll killer? Oh, imbeciles. Despite the threats and the loss of business, I did receive one of those menacing Sweetrolls. The note inside even predicts my impending death.
And you're not worried?
Would it do any good? From what I've heard, everyone who receives these prognosticating pastries dies, despite the explicit warnings. Who am I to suppose I can avoid the fate that so clearly awaits me?
So you're just going to wait and be murdered?
No. I have work to do and my life to live. At least as long as I'm able. People enjoy my cakes and pies. I'd never deny them such delicious treats. But why do the predictions of a tasty bun concern you, I wonder?
Hang on 1 second. Hopefully that cleared my throat. Sorry about that. Did you know any of the killer's other victims?
I met some of them when they came to accuse me of sending the threatening baked goods. As if I'm the only baker capable of making Sweetrolls in the entire Gold Coast. They ran, they hid, they avoided others, and then they died. Each and every one.
I see. Well, someone hired me to find and stop the murderer.
Seriously? Well, good luck with that. I truly wish you well. All the same, I'll continue with my chosen course of action, seeing as how no one has been able to stop the Sweetroll killer so far. Unless, of course, you have a better suggestion.
I'm going to suggest that they remain in plain view. You should keep doing what you're doing, remaining in plain view.
Thank you so much for agreeing with my very personal decision. Now, if you're done interrogating me, I'd like to finish this peaceful moment before I return to work. And most likely die horribly, just as the Sweetroll predicted.
We run off when we hear a scream behind us. Yes? No? Could have been they could have made a chicken noise. I don't know. Oh. No, throat's not completely clear.
I love wandering the merchant stalls, examining all the goods that we helped bring to the Gold Coast. I get a certain amount of pleasure from experiencing the result of all my paperwork and negotiations.
I understand that you received a threatening Sweetroll recently.
How did you know about that? I didn't tell anyone. Of course, it was delivered to the trading company building, so I suppose someone could have seen it arrive. Yes, I received a Sweetroll. Came in a small box. At first, I thought nothing of it.
And then?
I took a bite and found a slip of paper inside with a message, but it didn't sound very threatening. Not until you mentioned it. Tomorrow is your last day in Kvatch. I just assumed I'd be going to Anvil in a few days for business.
Do you work with Remen Maveris?
Riemann? I'd rather not discuss my relationship with Riemann if you don't mind. He's everything I abhor about a certain class of trader. Greedy, self-indulgent, and interested in nothing more than increasing his hoard of gold.
I see. Do you know anyone else who received the Sweetroll?
But there was that wood elf merchant we worked with. I found him floating in a river not far from here. He got a Sweetroll with a message. Kept to his daily routine despite the warning. Then one day, he never showed up at the trading company.
I think you've been targeted by the Sweetroll killer.
What? You really think so? I've heard of the Sweetroll killer, sure, but why would he target me? I think I'd better just keep doing what I've been doing. Remain in the market, near all the merchants and their customers. That's safe, right?
Well, I was hired to find and stop the murderer.
You were? Well, that makes me feel so much better. If anyone can stop the Sweetroll killer, I imagine it will be someone just like you. I'm going to finish my tour of the merchant stalls, unless you think that's unwise.
I think you should hide. You should find some place to hide until I catch the killer.
I knew this day was going too well. Now I'm being threatened by a tasty dessert and an insane murderer. I'll go and hide inside the Gold Coast Trading Company. It's sturdy as a fortress, and there are always people around. I'll be safe there.
You'll be killed. And for the third one, I will choose
Someone
the
told me
third
that the
option.
Library of Dusk is a trap for smart people. I guess we're safe then.
Okay. Map. Actually. Let's... There.
No charge to have a look.
So it's an active quest. Really? Why?
Oh, hello. Careful where you step. I just planted some seeds, and I'd hate to have to start all over again. But you didn't come over to hear me complain? What can I help you with today?
I understand you received a threatening pastry.
A sweet roll? How do you know about... Yes, I received a sweet roll, just as my husband did before he disappeared. What interests are my troubles to you, I wonder?
I was asked to look into the Sweetroll murders.
Really? Did Riemann hire you? How kind. Though why he cares now when he couldn't have been bothered after my husband vanished makes me curious as to his true intentions. Perhaps fate will take a different course. Certainly I didn't predict your involvement.
You are aware of Riemann?
I thought I did. Well, no. I don't know him that well. I mean, I know people like him. Liars and cheaters who use people and take advantage of their giving nature. So Riemann hired you to stop the murderer? I find that to be very interesting.
Yes. Are you able to tell me about your husband?
My husband? He received one of those sweet rolls with the message inside, just like I did. The dire prediction frightened him, I can tell you that. He gathered weapons and locked himself in his study. But he still disappeared without a trace.
There wasn't a body.
No, not even a drop of blood to remember him by. But my husband was just one of a series of murders linked to this Sweetroll killer. It's been going on for months and months, and now Riemann suddenly cares? I wonder why he's had a change of heart.
Anything I can do to help?
No. The others who received the sweet rolls, I'm sure they need more help than me. I've got a house in Anvil. I can hide there until you catch the murderer. Just watch out for that Riemann. His own interests are more important to him than anything else.
I appreciate the warning. I was actually going to get her to, no, you shouldn't do anything until I have finished my investigation. But the decision was made for me. I'm kind of wondering. Raz, my friend. That was dumb. The stairs.
Raz told me how you helped him in the past. Sorry I ran off earlier. I'm new to this Queen's Eyes stuff. You kind of surprised me when you started mentioning the threatening Sweetrolls. I thought I had somehow blown my cover.
You did that all your own. And your elbow, too.
Raz knew you would find us. It's not much, but it's private. The enchanter is an old friend. I helped her out once when an enchantment went bad. Made most of Raz's fur fall out. Very embarrassing.
Yeah.
Still, now we get this comfy meeting place.
Why does a murderer in Kavach concern the Eye of the Queen of the Dominion?
Raz has seen these types of killings before. A victim receives a Sweetroll that contains a prediction of impending doom, then is murdered a few days later. The murderer killed several of the Queen's advisors and then escaped. Made Raz look bad.
Do you think it's the same murderer?
So much doubt. Haven't you figured out that Raz is perfect yet? But yes, I fear we're dealing with the same monster. Luckily, my apprentice received a Sweetroll. That means we can set a trap. There's just one problem.
Only one?
All right, probably more than one.
Oh, that's
But what
better.
concerns Raz is the network of messengers the killer is using to deliver his gifts. They've placed notes in the oddest locations. Raz fears these actions indicate the killer plans to strike, and soon.
What's your plan?
We locate a messenger and figure out what they've been placing around town. Maybe even get them to lead us right to the killer. Meet Raz outside and we'll track them together.
And your apprentice?
What about her? Oh, Raz sees what you're getting at. She'll stay here and hopefully not wind up murdered. She's still in training and we haven't gotten to the use of weapons yet. Last time I gave her a dagger, she almost put out her eye.
Holy shit. You should give her something. She deserves a fighting chance if the murderer finds her.
Raz doesn't think that's such a good idea. But he will give the lady elf a little knife. Just in case. Now, let's go track down a killer.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Raz forgot how much he hates working out in the open like this. Raz saw one of these suspicious messengers near the hedge maze to the southwest. Why this city has a hedge maze is a mystery
not
for
the
another day, yes?
Shit. Where's the entrance to the hedge maze? I think there's an entrance over here.
Pardon me, excuse me, coming through.
What a wonderful place to hide something. Look for a statue or something. Anything that could serve as a marker for a hiding place.
What the hell's a statue? Can't remember. Are you serious? Oh, come on. No statue. Wait. This way. This the way to the statue? Suspicious message. The beautiful darkness asks that we alter our drop locations for the next stage of research. Research. Despite the scrolls with your findings, deposit the scrolls with your findings at these new locations around Kavich. An accurate map requires all parts listed below. Place your code at the bottom so the next runner can deliver it. Wolf's Everlasting Stream, perch above the sport fighters, eternal night, where we gaze down on the streets. Oh, you bastards.
A coded message? Raz hates riddles. You'll figure it out, yes?
Why can't you figure it out? Fuck. Balls. Balls. Well, first things first, how the hell do you get out of here? Wolf's Everlasting Stream. A fountain of some kind? There's a few fountains. Let's take a look for some fountains. Ah ha ha ha! A soggy note. Concerning the one who calls himself a trader, Tobias has been stealing documents, contracts, and other financial records from the Gold Coast Trading Company. We have yet to determine what he plans to do with these stolen information, but profit probably plays a part in his plans. Is this reason enough to want him dead? Maybe. Code location: south of Bank. Okay. Where we gaze down on the streets. Ah, a walkway. I was thinking of some, like, terrace or something like that. Concerning the banker. Strange man, even for a high elf, doesn't seem to like many people, and the feeling appears to be mutual. The baker, not the banker. The baker. His baking skills are without question, however. In fact, people claim he bakes the best sweet roll in all of the Gold Coast. We really need to check those sweet rolls. I'll place an order. Code location: east of the cathedral. Hang on. So what's east of the cathedral? That's the That's the cathedral. I'm curious as to what is east. Now we're looking for eternal night. Could be past stained glass. A statue honestly comes to mind. Shite. Are there any statues? Was there something in here that I just missed? Statues in graves were a very common thing. Not so much now. So, yes. Well, that's wolves. Arena. What? How'd they end up here? Huh, never knew this place. My bad. So I'm just gonna leave that.
I don't believe it. The challengers have bested the order of the hour, chap.
Not interested. It seems to be a PvP arena. Maybe that's new. Eternal Night. Yes, of course, of course. Statue. Concerning the gardener. Claims her husband was murdered by the Sweetroll killer, but there's no evidence she was ever married. She appears to talk about fate a lot, and she certainly knows how to fight. Saw her throw a street thief who tried to pick her pocket. Throttle, not throw. Code location inside the building where 3 paths meet.
I have a fine selection to choose from.
Excuse me. Where 3 paths meet, 3 paths intersect. I'm not quite seeing it on the side. These must be kill locations, right? So, anyways, perch above the spot, above the sport fighters. The arena?
They've done it. They've dropped the axe on Knight Commander Pantheon.
Perched above. Okay, let's... Concerning the one who calls herself a beggar. She's not a beggar. In fact, we're not really sure what she is. Why someone would pretend to be a poor beggar and do so badly, I might add, I have no idea. She was seen in the company of a rather handsome Khajiit, though. I agree, he is handsome. Not on the main road.
These notes should lead us to whoever commissioned this research. There must be a clue. Read them again.
You are fucking kidding me, right? Not on the main road. I will consider this the main road. East of the cathedral. Can we go there? I want to check there. I haven't deciphered it, but I do want to check there. So we will head south. I'm only taking 2 points, not on the main road. It's really hard to tell sometimes because there's so many freaking bodies in this city. Holy shit.
Best watch your back. Dangerous folks skulking about. And I don't mean those pirates. Don't worry, though. Gristle and I are on the hunt. These murderers can't hide forever.
Okay. What is going on? You live there, don't you?
Yes, I sell Sweetrolls, but I have nothing to do with this Sweetroll killer nonsense.
Huh. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Can I enter here? No. Alright. Why did it just zoom in like that? Hang on. That's weird. Where 3 roads intersect. Oh. What's this area? I don't recall this area. Could that be 3? See, this doesn't feel like 3, although it's a triangle of a sorts. 3 roads intersect? No. Spiral. I'm not seeing this. And again here, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing 3 roads intersect. The only kind... That's 2.
Raz is a genius! Raz has figured out what the clues mean.
Okay, Ross, what is it?
It was right in front of Raz's nose the entire time. Still, all this thinking makes Raz's head hurt.
Okay, what did you figure out?
Raz knows where we need to go. It was right in front of us this entire time. Do you want to know where the clues point to? Raz does not wish to spoil your fun if you'd rather solve the puzzle
No,
yourself.
it's okay. You can tell me where we need to go.
There is a small house to the south, near the Order of the Hour's Tower of Judgment. It's one of the only private buildings that's not along the main road. Clearly, the recipient of these notes must be hiding there. Raz can feel it in his whiskers.
Okay, then, to the south. No, I wasn't really seeing it. Although I was in the right vicinity.
I'll be at this a while, so much to do, so little time.
We can't talk to that person. Really? Okay, control. Sorry if you can hear the snowplows outside. It's actually been snowing quite a bit today. Great. Gotcha.
You really shouldn't break into a house that someone has already broken into. Where's your sense of honor, Razumdar?
Ah, of course. The beautiful darkness. Wait, is Naryu the Sweetroll killer? Raz would be sad to have to kill you now.
Well, I am a killer, but I'm not the killer. And what's that one doing here? This has nothing to do with the Brotherhood.
Raz is confused. You better talk to Naryu so we can figure out what's going on here.
If you and your Brotherhood comrades sent me that Sweetroll, I'm truly disappointed. I thought you'd realize by now that I don't take kindly to threats. Besides, it's hard not to look good in tight leather without being tempted by tasty pastries.
What are you talking about, Nehru?
No one knew I was on the Gold Coast. No one except you. Suddenly, someone delivers a Sweetroll with my name on it and a note predicting my untimely demise. It looks like you betrayed me. Give me a reason not to run you through.
We're looking for the Sweetroll killer. I didn't even know you were still in town.
So you followed my messengers and found me instead? Ever since I received the threatening Sweetroll, I've been looking into other targets, trying to figure out who knows me and why they want to kill me. Well, why they want to kill me this time.
Find out anything that can help us? We're on the same side here.
Everyone who received one of the menacing Sweetrolls is traveling to Anvil for one reason or another. Seems to me, if the killer is smart, that's where he'll make his move. As a matter of fact, I'm headed there now. No one threatens me and lives.
Then Anvil is where we are going to.
Just don't get in my way. I'm still trying to figure out your game in all this. But we've worked well together in the past. Might as well take advantage of that. I'll confer with Raz to make sure he and I see eye to eye, and we'll meet you in Anvil.
That sounds good. Damn. You're a Nakatosh sympathizer. Alright, we're headed to Anvil. Wait, is it? I'll teleport in. Because it's right here. Anvil is here. There we go. Okay, wind. You can stop and stop being... Well, no, you're not going to stop being cold. There's ice on the inside of the window. Da 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 da.
Help out a poor soul.
Wait, is this... hang on.
I'm sure her apprentice just ran off. Probably better she's gone when the killer comes round
Yarmia
anyway.
never flees at the first sign of trouble. Second, yes, but first... Plus, she always comes back. Raz has a bad feeling.
We all have bad feelings. It's inevitable. I'll have my eyes and ears around town watch for her, if it makes you feel any better.
Raz appreciates that. And people say you're a stone-cold harlot. But not Raz.
Are you two finished? Hang on. If you care to read, please pause the video and enjoy. Alright, let's talk to Raz.
Why did Raz give Elf Apprentice a weapon? Now she's missing and the sharp blade was just lying on the floor. Now you think she ran away, but Raz knows better. Whoever has Yarmia, Raz will find them, and then they will experience so much pain.
She's involved with it. Maybe this Sweetroll killer has started moving against his targets.
Raz wants to disagree with you, but he cannot. Naryu and Raz will find the other targets. Hide them in Engra's hostel, where we can keep an eye on them. In the meantime, Raz has something he'd like you to do.
What do you want me to do?
Go back to the beginning. Talk to Riemann, the one who hired you. Raz thinks he knows more than he's said. Go to the Gold Coast Trading Company and see what he's hiding. Hurt him if you must. Just make sure he lives long enough for us to find Yarmia.
Sounds good. You all see that, right?
What is to become of me?
Escaped from the lightless oubliette?
Okay, Gold Coast Trading Company, and let's go talk to the... Is there another way in? Let's take a look. Yay. Alright. Okay, let's see how I do on this lock. Hang on. You are above. Okay. That's a start.
This is your fault. I never should have hired you. What was I thinking? Because of you, the killer decided that I was a threat. Sent my own Sweetroll with a message inside. Then she cut me with her poison blade. Now I'm dying. Because of you.
She. The killer targeted you too.
I found her on one of my trading expeditions. She talked of visions, how they helped her shape the ripples of fate. Crazy talk, but useful. You understand? I could point her at a target, like an arrow, set her loose and watch them die.
The Sweetroll killer works for you.
Not anymore, obviously. You mentioned my name. Shouldn't have done that. She knows I betrayed her. Knows I sent you to eliminate her. Hid my involvement in all this. I knew it the moment I arrived in Anvil and saw the Sweetroll waiting for me.
Tell me who the killer is and where I can find her.
You met her. The gardener. She has a farmhouse southeast of Anvil. But she won't be there for long. I'm dying. And it's your fault. I hope you realize I'm not going to pay you for this.
Raymond? The man who betrays fate's holy instrument doesn't live to enjoy the fruits of his labor. Yoink. Alright, well, we can do that, or just jump over. So, the gardener did it. Well, it's better than the butler. Are they all dead?
Raz must sadly report that we couldn't find any of the killer's targets. They all vanished. Poof! The killer has struck. Raz feels it in his paws. Now, I want to find the killer and end this.
I know who the killer is and where we can find her.
Really? Raz is impressed. Did you threaten and cajole? It's Riemann, correct? We can go to the inn, get drunk, and put this sorry affair behind us. Wait. Riemann isn't a her.
No, Riemann's not the killer. Not exactly. It's Luna.
The gardener? No wonder Raz couldn't find her. But we're wasting time. If you know where the murderer is, we should get moving. Let's go dunk the Sweetroll killer in the bitter milk of justice.
That was terrible. I agree. We need to hurry.
If this killer has harmed Yarmia in any way, this one will make her wish she had never heard of Razumdar.
Now I know what my contracts must feel like, having a constant target floating above their heads. I heard what you told Roz. Let's get to that farm and put an end to the Sweetroll killer.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. So he was basically, oh, you are a threat or a problem or whatever. Here's my psychopath. Sociopath. No, psychopath because she saw visions. Delusional. Delusional. How far is this farmhouse? I see.
Yeah.
Forget the resources. Rare time I say that, you know. Unless if it happens to be runes. I need a lot of those to level up. I'm 44.5. Roughly. Why are there...
Raz thinks this place is too quiet. Good spot for an ambush, yes.
Oh, I certainly hope so. I could use a good fight right about now.
You send very mixed messages, Nario. One moment you're flirting, the next you're stabbing. It's very confusing.
Well, that's only because you assume the two are different, Rosm dear.
Raz hates quiet in situations like this. Quiet never ends well. Raz just hopes the targets are still alive so we can rescue them. Tread carefully, Sharpclaw.
Do you know where everyone is?
Place was quiet and empty when we arrived. To be fair, we haven't checked any of the buildings yet. Raz wanted to wait for you. No one wants to miss their own party, yes? Whenever you're ready, we can start the search.
I'm ready.
The threads of fate align! Kill them now!
Oh, good. Raz has found them.
Move to flank!
Slippery one. So it's a cult. Raz, for now, you're kind of on your own because things got heavy over here. I'll try and help out. I don't know if that's another player up there.
Enough! Too much blood has been spilled. You've won. I know that. So sheathe your weapons and come inside.
Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna have to fight. I don't mind doing this. That's for sure. All three.
I knew you'd find me. The fates told me so. But the climax isn't certain. There are many paths before us.
More predictions from the Sweetroll killer?
You don't know how much I despise that name. I am a fate bearer. One of the select few who can see what the future holds and then do something about it. Each of my targets has the potential to cause unmitigated disasters. I stop them.
You're saying that your victims were so evil they had to die.
Good and evil has no bearing on my visions. It's their actions that concern me. Each causes a ripple that radiates through time until a disaster occurs. Economic collapse, the death of a prominent leader, a queen betrayed. I had to stop them.
the trader, the baker, and the eye's apprentice. What about Nehru?
Her fate is the worst of all. Her daughter causes the world to burn, or she could. The future is a fluid thing. I have seen my escape and my death, both possible at this moment, and both championed by each of your allies. But the choice is yours.
Why should I let you go free?
To save these people, of course. Let me walk out of here, and I'll provide the antidote for the poison now coursing through their blood. Or kill me and let them die. The choice is yours. Confer with your allies, then let me know what you decide.
This is one of those classic things of let one or a few to save many. Let's see.
I can't believe you're even considering this. Did you hear how crazy she sounded?
I guess I know what your opinion is.
Damn right you do. She's crazy as a cracked mud crab. All her talk about fate and the future, and what she said about me. I don't have a daughter. I hate children. It's never going to happen. Any way you look at it, Luna has to die.
What about the people she targeted?
What about them? She's going to kill again, and she's going to come back for us. She thinks we're going to wreck the world. If we save a few now, how many more will she kill later? I say end her life and be done with it.
Excuse me.
Raz heard the nonsense that spilled out of the killer's mouth. Why are we even considering bargaining with this crazy dark elf?
To save the lives of the people she targeted? Let's see what he has to say.
Well, yes, there is that. Raz changed his mind. Bargaining should be considered. We have to do whatever we can to keep these people safe. Besides, we can always resume the hunt another day.
Do you think we can trust her?
No, not even a tiny bit. But Raz supposes that a chance to save innocents is better than no chance at all. Raz says, let her live.
Raz was initially meant for killing her.
Nayu is right, you know. The fate bearers will come for them. All of them. It's what we do. Still, while there's even the slimmest chance that you can save these people, can you risk not taking it? Can you?
I know what we need to do.
Then out with it. Don't leave us all in suspense. Which of the possible fates have you decided to favor with your decision?
You die.
I accept your decision and will not resist. I have seen all the possible fates, and now I am destined to lose to you every time. My brethren will finish what I began, though. I know this in my heart. The future is safe in the Fate-Bearer's hands.
No! What are you doing?
It had to be done, Raz. We let her leave and she just becomes somebody else's problem.
This is not how an Eye of the Queen does things. This is more like the Brotherhood, or the Morag Tong.
Get over yourself, Cat. We saved lives today, including mine. I'll be in the inn at Kavat for a while longer. Come and see me before I leave when you get a chance.
I could have ended that conversation with Raz, and he would have agreed.
Raz understands the logic that the Dunmer proposed. But to not even try, that is not this one's way. Perhaps it is time Raz goes back to the Queen. He will let her know that the one who killed our people so many years ago is taken care of.
Well, that certainly was an interesting quest. I think that actually might be a bit quicker. Let's see. Ugh, that was terrible. Ooh. Okay, and we can take this up to there. And we'll wrap it up after we speak with her. There was nothing, absolutely nothing that would prevent that killer. What? I forgot her name. Anyways, from just killing the 3 that we would rescue just at a later date. Oh, above. Okay.
Need some assistance?
Oh, shut up. Need you to move out of the way.
Well, look who's here. Afraid I'd leave without giving you a goodbye kiss.
You know, that's an interesting outfit.
After all we've been through, and that's the very first thing you want to say to me? To be fair, it's very comfortable, and it looks great on me. It's the uniform of my organization. They expect me to dress the part when I arrive back home.
Where is home exactly?
Vardenfell. It's far from here, but I have friends and family there. It'll be good to see them again. Besides, I hear my organization has big plans in the works. Can't blame me for wanting to be a part of all that.
What about the Fate Bearers? Any thoughts on them?
I haven't forgotten what the Sweetroll killer said. Her words will probably haunt me for the rest of my life. But it's my life, and I plan on living it. I'll deal with the Fate Bearers when the time is right. For now, I just wanted to thank you.
Can't you stick around a little longer, perhaps?
Don't get all sentimental on me, hero. We both have our paths to follow. Damn, that sounded like a fate bearer, didn't it? Look, let me leave you with a single kiss. One really good kiss. If you ever want another one, come find me in Vardenfell.
That was an interesting quest. A necklace, huh? That is a 60. This is, I don't know. I don't know. I will have to think about that. Anyways, that does take care of it. So, that wraps up the Sweetroll killer. It took a lot longer than I thought it would.
Be angry. You faithful of Akatosh.
Yeah. I do hope that you enjoyed this video. And you can subscribe down below if you're new to the channel. More videos like this and of other videos. But until when next we meet, please do be safe, everyone. Bye!